China, a land of great history and diversity. Doing business in this familiar yet foreign land can be daunting even to the most experienced business leaders. The Great Wall exists not just physically, but also psychologically and culturally, in the way people relate to each other and in the way business is conducted. The Future China Advanced Leaders Program seeks to enlighten participants and equip them with the ability to relate to, communicate with, and navigate the merit labyrinth that is China. China's great philosopher Lao Tzu once said that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. China's commanding presence in the global arena is already an undeniable fact. The challenge then is how to best engage her and where to start. For the 20 selected participants, the 2013 Future China Advanced Leaders Program marked the start of their lifelong journey to understanding and connecting with China, thereby becoming more China-ready and China-savvy.
China is huge. Yeah, China has, I think, 34 provinces. It has 1.3 billion people. So by itself, by the sheer population, it has become very exposed, very savvy. They want to invest overseas. They want to, what I call, diversify their assets. Yeah, so that is why it's very important for us to be able to go there and actually promote Singapore and whatever Singapore can offer.
Recently, China's manufacturing PMI was below expectations. Immediately, the financial markets corrected, from FX to commodities to equities. All these are actually showing that China is reclaiming its place in the sun. And therefore, as an organization, the key question is not about can we afford to be in China? The key question is, can we afford not to be in China? Because China is such a major superpower going forward. If you do not know China, you do not know the world.
A winning collaboration between Business China and Nanyang Business School, the Future China Advanced Leaders Program aims to equip participants with an acute understanding of China's business, political, social, and cultural paradigms, all of which are vital to understanding the Chinese psyche.
I always thought of China as one big Chinese market, but after this program, I realized that China is in fact a mosaic of cultures. Doing business in Xi'an and doing business in Beijing is completely different, and I think it's important to understand the culture in every city and understand what exactly they need. So I'm extremely enlightened, and I am extremely glad that I got to be a part of this program. Yeah.
Besides attending insightful lectures on China's past and present socio-political environment, participants were given the opportunity to appreciate exquisite works of traditional Chinese art and eventually create their own masterpieces. These hands-on activities improved their understanding of the inherent intricacies of the Chinese culture, which are evident in both everyday life and business dealings alike.
When Singaporeans, they realize that they're neither east nor west. And I think what is really exemplary and good about Business China program is they acknowledge this need and they deliberately set up the program such that you allow the participants to first understand that there is a gap in the culture between Singapore and China. And once you acknowledge that gap, you go out to seek that understanding, that knowledge.
I think the course has a pretty strong emphasis on culture and history, which I think is very important because the Chinese hold a very strong pride in their culture and history. And to establish successful business relationships, it is definitely important to understand its culture and history because this is the foundation of where the values are formed.
This program differentiates itself from a lot of other programs in terms of the context that it provides. Like for example, the Cha Dao, the Jiu Wenhua, the appreciation of calligraphy, even the appreciation of the Chinese paintings. And this would allow us to better interact with the Chinese business leaders and the government leaders on a social setting to be able to better communicate with them, to have deeper, more meaningful discussions on topics that are beyond the business. This is important in China because in China, it's all about building trust.
After establishing the initial groundwork, the next step was to explore and gain first-hand experience of the world's second-largest economy. In accordance with the theme of this year's program, the Advanced Leaders Program delegation headed north towards the birthplace of China's Communist Party, Yan'an, in order to better understand the past, present, and future of the world's largest political party. The long march to China's Red Center was led by Business China Board member, Senior Minister of State for Ministry of Trade and Industry and National Development, Mr. Li Yishan.
China is a very huge geography, and in Shanxi province, where Xi'an and Yan'an are, this represents the kind of Midwest of China. So if you want to understand a second-tier city development, you really have to go inward or westward to look at how they're developing, what kind of strategy they are employing to overcome the geographical and logistical limitations these cities are facing. So Xi'an is a very interesting city because it was the capital city for 13 dynasties. So if you are very interested in the culture and how Xi'an plays such an important role in the ancient China, I think this is a good place to start. Yan'an, of course, has a different role. It really shows how it was used as a base for the Communist Party of China before and after the Second World War to establish themselves. So that part of the history is the turning point of the modern China. So I hope our students, they have benefited, from visiting the two cities, and I hope these two cities are the starting points from where they learn about both ancient and modern history of China.
The Advanced Leaders Program provides unrivaled access to a network of influential business leaders and key policy makers, an exclusive feature that's unmatched by other executive programs. While lectures formed the mainstay of the course, networking sessions helmed by Business China's chairman, board of advisors, and board members were also an integral part of the program.
I think this is a very unique program, and especially in this aspect. So it provides a lot of opportunity for business interactions with the alumni of NTU business schools and the local businessmen in China and even the government officials. By interacting with these people, you get a lot of first-hand information and you learn from them the difficulty and opportunities that you can expect in China.
I've attended various courses and I just think this course strikes me as very relevant in terms of content. You learn about culture, you learn about history, you learn about marketing, you learn about crisis management, leadership, and you learn calligraphy, the soft side, the art. It has both the breadth and the depth. So I am very impressed. And on top of that, I think we do get to network, which is also one of the good things about the course.
A lot of the people I deal with are actually local Chinese or foreign Chinese who have been in China for a long time. So having a good understanding of how the Chinese politics provides a good background for me to interact with these different people. Because a lot of times you hear phrases used like 两会 or 18大 and all that, but the opportunity to go to China and learn about how the Chinese Communist Party has evolved gave me a better understanding.
To broaden the participants' knowledge of China and fully comprehend the significance of a current status in the global arena, a specially curated panel of acclaimed professors was invited, and they shared on valuable insights regarding China's international relations, social issues, and policy-making decisions.
To be successful, you need to be humble. You need to find the right partner where you can build trust, respect, as well as the collaboration. You need to also hire the right people whom are well versed in the cross-cultural as well as across multiple geographies, and you need to really listen to the customers. So I think these are some of the things that you can actually pick it up during the China segment. And I think we do have the privilege to meet Mr. Zhang Yong, founder of Hai Di Lao. He has certainly shared a lot in terms of how to make a successful business prosper in China.
The topics covered are very wide. Actually, I think Some of those topics I enjoy most are because we get to learn about China political structure, foreign affairs policies. These are very unique curriculum, and it's good that they have included this into the course structure, because I don't think that you can get such training or exposure in other type of courses.
It was a very good trip for me. It let me have a better idea what are the gaps between Singapore and Chinese culture in terms of way of doing things. I guess that stems from the fact that historically they had interesting history. As part of the trip, I guess the experience has been very enriching.
I really like the hands-on and very practical experience that we have in segment 2, where the whole class went to China to experience the ground feel. I think these closed-door discussions with government leaders and Sino experts from both Singapore and China side helps the whole class to share and understand the shifting market.
This is an excellent program. First of all, it provides you an opportunity to learn China in a very focused ways. Secondly, it has got very good networking value because a lot of them are young people, young professionals, second, next generation leaders in the companies. Third, I think the program contents have been very carefully put together. So a lot of thoughts go into designing the programs to meet the needs of the students. So I think if you attend this program, it would be very effective in helping you to learn about China in a very condensed but effective way.
Besides the enriching course content, one of the most valuable benefits of the program is perhaps the strong bonds of friendship that were forged among participants during the intensive 3-week course. This camaraderie is a special one, and one that's shared only by a privileged few.
我年纪大了不算是这样，在这我有19个非常能干的，接触下来可能就是国家的栋梁的一代的，那么他们应该是得益的更多。在我个人这个方面的话，我可以说是我回去可以跟我的那些同事分享我所学习到的这些东西。在这方面的话，我觉得是特别可取的地方，因为他们的认真，那么老师的认真和同学们学习的认真，我相信在其他课程方面是可能见不到的。
What impressed us was when we went to Beijing or wherever we go, we got the business China contact or the NTU alumni colleague or classmate. They are very 对我们很热情招待，这个人脉关系的很好的搭建。
The organizers of the course also has worked very hard and opened many doors. So we met several members of parliament, business owners, business leaders, China political leaders as well. Those connections will come in very handy when you want to do business in China.
Well, I think the program is very well organized, especially from every aspect, from commercial, politicals, and educations and history. I think they give a very good insight in everything.
A lot of thoughts have been put into planning this program. The contents of the program is also very relevant. It covers everything from like I mentioned, the history, the cultural, the political aspect, the environment aspect. Yeah, almost all aspect about China is covered. And all the networking lunch, dinners, all this, I think is also very well planned. We can have interaction with the various key persons.
A lot of courses are meant for a lot of network. These courses, besides networking, is also a truly very enriching journey for all of us.
This course has probably more than exceeded my expectations. It's insightful, it is interesting, and it's also in-depth. Okay, I think these 3 things more or less sum up what I feel the course is all about. From the lecturers to the field trip, it has been a very, very, very fun trip. This is a fun learning experience, fun learning journey that I guess all of us would say that we have all enjoyed it very much.
由通商中国来承办这样一个学习班的话，意义跟其他的这样一种学习班，我觉得非常的不一样。首先从政府层面，从两国的友谊，从两国年轻人的交流这样一种层面上，这样一种利益上面来讲，我觉得就能够集结更多更优秀最核心的这样一些年轻人在一起，而更有针对性的集结最好的资源，在一个点上面去突破。
The 2013 Future China Advanced Leaders Program has truly been an epic journey of enlightenment and one that we hope will stimulate many new advances in the years to come.